The real leaders, the real military leaders, the real armed forces would not allow that.
At least 57 HBCUs received bomb threats during January and February alone. And the FBI have called all of these threats racially motivated acts of intimidation. When you hear about some of these threats against our HBCUs, what do you think about? What goes through your mind?
It's very interesting for me because having the military background, I know that we are still a superpower.
Mm,
It's also interesting for me because, of course, we all have our group chats and the people that we text and talk to. And so when, one of my line sisters out of Texas received a letter and shared it with us, as well as my pastor when I lived in Bethesda, Maryland, Reverend Howard John is what we call him, received a letter from his son who was at Hampton University. It really struck me. It struck me because I said, that wasn't what we had to worry about when we were at Xavier. I didn't have to worry about whether or not, the threat was from my American culture in that way,
mm,
right? We were concerned about foreign threat.
mhm,
Um, and
mm,
knowing that our kids have to experience something like that, especially when a lot of times you're leaving a place. Like I said, I'm from the west side of Chicago. So bomb threats and shotgun and violence is not unheard of. But when you go to a place where you feel like you're like in this microcosm and that you're safe
mm,
and nothing's going to happen to you and you have something like that happen, it does bring up a sense of anxiety. But the other thing is, I also know, having been in the military, that my leaders, the ones that I came up under, they would never allow our students to be taken down or taken out.
mm.
They would never allow that. The real leaders, the real military leaders, the real armed forces would not allow that.